Hello everybody, good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel, my friend. In this afternoon, we want to discuss again to continue the discussion yesterday about the development of the several infrastructure for the nuclear power. And in this session, we want to discuss about the development of the national physical protection regime of the status evaluations. This material is taken from the International Training Course on Physical Protection for New Nuclear Power Program in 2013. Okay, guys, uh, my colleague, please allow me to share the slide. Okay. This is the second of the material course that I got in this course in 2013. This topic about the development of national physical protection regime. How do we evaluate the status of the infrastructure in the country? The objective of this uh, course is there are two objectives. One about the recognize the requirements for development of national physical protections regime based on nuclear security structure. And then the second one about the process used to evaluate status of development of the physical protection regime based on the nuclear security infrastructure. Okay, we repeat the course in the yesterday. In the infrastructure development program, there are three phases that the country from the pre-project until the operation and commissioning and operation phase. There are three phases. One is the consideration before decision to launch nuclear power program. And the milestone is the ready to make knowledgeable commitment to nuclear program. And then the phase two is the activity is preparatory work for the construction of the NPP after policy decision has been taken. And the milestone is ready to invite bids for the first NPP. This is the second one. the target the target for bidding process in the construction stage. And the phase three, the activity is to implement first NPP with a milestone is ready to commission and operate the first NPP. Okay, how do we evaluate the status of development of physical protection regime? According to the IA documents, there are two there are two methods to evaluate the status. One is by self-evaluations, and then the second one with the independent review. We ask to the IA team to perform the IA in ENS service and then EAEA IPAS missions. For the self-evaluations, there are four stage. First is recommended first step, and then performed by state, by country, personnel involved in the state nuclear power program development. And then we consider augmenting evaluation team with consultant not directly involved in the program. And the last, evaluation team should have a level independence to allow objective findings. Okay. Then this is the steps to evaluate. There are four four steps. One, we must identify the term of reference for evaluation, the scope, and then the acceptance criteria of the nuclear security infrastructure, organizations, and individual involved. Then, after we identify the term of reference, we can evaluate the status of development for each element of physical protection regime. The second one is evaluate. Then, after evaluate, we find or we identify which one the area needing to further attention. Then we propose or prepare action plan to address to solve this area. Okay. What is the regulation or basis for the physical protection regime evaluations? From the IA publications for the elements or issue that declare about the state of physical protection regime is addressed in the Nuclear Security Series number 13. You can download from your laptop or desktop with the internet network in this address www dot slash dot slash sorry pub.ia.org slash mtcd publication PDF pub 1481 slash web dot PDF. This is I show you the picture of this document, Nuclear Security Recommendation on Physical Protection of Nuclear Material and Nuclear Facility. This is from the Information Circular 225 Revision 5. You can download. This is free documents. In these documents, there are 9 elements. One about the state responsibility, and then international transport for nuclear material and radiation sources, and then assignment of physical protection responsibility. 4 about the legislative and regulatory framework. 5 about the international cooperation and assistance. 6 about the identification and assessment of threats. 7 about the risk-based physical protection system and measures. And then 8 about the sustaining the physical protection regime. And close by 9, planning and preparedness for and response to nuclear security events. Okay. Okay. In yesterday, for the infrastructure, there are 3 phase and then 3 milestone, and then every issues have each milestone. For example, for the state responsibility, there are conditions in milestone 1, milestone 2, and milestone 3. You can read detail in Nuclear Security Series number 13. This is 9 issues. All of the issues has each milestone. Okay? Okay. This is the for the status of evaluations. Um, how to evaluate the status? One, we have to identify of search what is the evidence that each issue has been addressed or a plan for how it will be addressed. We have to find this evidence. The evidence includes in the reports, presentation, organization description, and etc. about the documents or something like this evidence. And then if we form in the plan, so the plans include the objective of the work, detailed activity, who is the person responsible for the activity, and then funding and resources required, and how resources will be provided, and then time scale for completion. Yeah. So the plans is include or divided in the six area. Okay. Okay. There are 9 issues in the nuclear security series, number 13. One is state responsibility. I have talked to you that every issues has each milestone. So the milestone one conditions is the indicator is the state is considering becoming a party to international legal instruments. So the state is just considered to become a party to international legal instruments. And the milestone two conditions in the construction, of course, there are some progression, yeah, from the milestone one. So state has become a party to international legal instruments. And then there are interagency committee on nuclear security established and awareness of international guidelines and nuclear security. And then in the milestone two, the national policy and strategy is clear from the milestone one for establishing physical protection regime in place. Okay, there are some differentiation from the milestone one and milestone two. Okay, number two about the international transports. In the milestone one, the characteristic is state is considering becoming a party to the CPPNM. CPPNM, this is the Convention of Physical Protection of Nuclear Material. And then the second one is plan to develop physical protection requirements for transport of nuclear material. In milestone two, of course, is very progressive. State has become party, and then regulation for physical protection during transport is established. Okay. Three about the legislative and regulatory framework. From milestone one conditions, it's just plan, commitment to develop national legislation, plan to develop physical protection regulation, plan for production of regulatory document. Okay, milestone one, the the state is considered to become national nuclear program. Okay, in milestone two is the indicator or the characteristic is there are some conditions. One about the essential elements of legal framework enacted, established. Essential element legal framework established. Independent regulatory body established. Regulation for licensing and inspection issued. And then the fourth, physical protection requirements to be specified in bidding process defined. Okay, okay, clear, my colleague. Okay, okay, okay. The fourth one about the international cooperation as assistance. In milestone one, the indicator is of current international obligation for cooperation and assistance. Just indication, just planning. Okay. In milestone two is identification. Who is point of contact for cooperation and assistance? Okay. Point of contact. And then commitment to provide information on nuclear security incident to other concerned states, the IAEA, and other relevant international regulations. Okay. 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 Then for the identification assessment of threat, for milestone one, the characteristic are about the identification of the organization that will manage development of design-based threat. And then planning, commitment to collect information on illegal, malicious, criminal, and other acts. Okay. Planning, commitment. Okay. And the third one about the external and other threats have been considered for the selected nuclear power plant site. Just consider for the selected, okay? In milestone two, design-based threat define, established, and transmitted to the regulatory body and the operator organizations, okay? And the second one, regulation require the use of design-based threat as the basis for design of the physical protection system for nuclear power plant. Okay, There are regulation. Okay, regulation is established. Okay, okay, and then risk-based physical protection system and measures in milestone one. Government awareness of the risk of malicious act. And then they are planning to hire or contract with expert to assist with vulnerability analysis and risk assessment. Okay, this is the milestone one. And milestone two, nuclear material category and related physical protection measure established. Nuclear material category, okay. And then process for design of physical protection measures against sabotage is established. Okay, and then how we show or demonstrate knowledge of best practice for physical protection design. Okay, next about the sustaining of the physical protection regime. For milestone one, we 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 have to identification of competency required and approximate number of experts needed. And then national and other state institutions available for training in nuclear security, and we develop the strategy for attracting, training, and retaining competent personnel, and then we plan to develop program to increase strong security culture. Okay. In milestone two, conditions in the construction stage, of course, we have adequately staffed regulatory body and operating organization, and then training programs in place, and then construction security requirement is defined, and then personnel screening programs in place, and then there are evidence to build security culture, and then procedure for protection of sensitive information is developed. Okay, this is the important one. How the procedure for protection sensitive information. Okay, next about the planning and preparedness of for response to nuclear security incidents. In milestone one, we identify the entity who is responsible for response to nuclear security incidents. And then we commit to develop a contingency plan for response to nuclear security incidents. Okay, this is the for milestone one. And milestone two, of course, the roles and responsibility for relevant entity is defined. Okay, defined. Okay, defined, not identified. Okay, and then contingency plan is developed and approved from the state or regulatory body or other stakeholder, important stakeholder, and then requirement in place for exercise to test contingency plan. Okay, there are requirement in place for exercise to test contingency plan. Okay, okay. After that, after we uh, perform status evaluation in the ending, we we got the status evaluation results for each physical protection issue. There are nine, okay, nine issues, okay. So we have results from the nine issues, and then we identify the evidence provided. Okay, we identify. Then we summarize, and we classify, we categorize the current status. This is the significant action needed, or minor action needed, or no action needed. Okay, okay. Then action plan. Action plan. State should prepare in an action plan to address evaluation finding. Okay. After we get finding, the state should prepare an action plan to address evaluation finding. Okay. For each item needing action provide, condition being addressed, statement of the action to be performed with discussion of how it will address the finding, and then the schedule of completion for each action, and then with the party to responsible for completing the action. Okay, okay, okay. In the conclusions, we have discussed about the requirement for development of national physical protection regime contained in information circular 225 revision 5 or nuclear security series number 13. And then for the specific condition, we have to fulfill the complete milestone in the development process of nuclear security infrastructure, including physical protection regime. And then after we get the finding, we have to evaluate by the state or by outside expert to verify the status. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for your uh, attentions. If you have input, questions, opinion, write them in the comments of columns. And then I hope you can share with your friends or colleague if this video is useful. Okay, thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you friends, my friends or all of you colleague. This is the end of the my slides. Thank you again. See you in my next video. Okay, see you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.